name is Harrison, and I was raised Seventh-day Adventist. And now I'm a gay atheist. So, now and then, I'm with some atheist friends, and they don't really understand my upbringing, and every once in a while, something about the Bible comes up, some story, and they're like, hey, don't you remember that story, like, where Moses was in the flood, and there was all this water, and they had to collect, like, 3 snakes, and not how it happened, but I appreciate that you're trying to relate. Because of church, I listened to those stories all the time, and I heard them all the time. I decided that I'm going to help all of the atheists who really don't know what they're talking about. And to make it even more comprehensible, I'm going to translate it into the Californian accent. For those of you who are not aware, right now I'm speaking a modern transatlantic accent, which is my natural accent now. I decided that for this series, I'm actually going to translate the Bible stories from memory as best I can. I'm not going to reread them. I'm going to tell them as a Californian would. Just imagine your casual Californian friend who was brought up religious on a drunk night, basically trying to explain to you a story from the Bible. Alright, so here we go. Thing is, we got Adam and Eve, but like that's not the beginning of the story, because you gotta go back. We need a prologue, you know? All these people are in heaven, right? There's like Jesus, God, Satan, except he's called Lucifer, because that's like, I don't know, like an ancient Bible for light bearer. And nobody really knows like where that comes from. Maybe that's Hebrew. A lot of people think, oh, like the original language of the Bible is Hebrew, but there's no like proof of that because nobody was there because it was like 6,000 years ago. Everyone's chilling in heaven. They're like having a great time. And Lucifer's like, yo, Lord, I'm not feeling it. I got a serious case of FOMO here, and like it would be chill if you let me in on all the decisions, because I feel like I need to be a part of this. God's like, no, I think not, because never. Fine, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take like 2/3 of the angels, and I'm gonna go do my own thing. God's like, okay, bye, see you never. Satan gets like banished from heaven, and he goes with all angels, and they go down. Like, where do they go? Adventists don't believe in hell. They leave. So meanwhile, God, this is when the creation stuff happens. So, like, all these things happen all the 7 days. The 7th day, he rested. That's like why Seventh-day Adventists have the like whole like 7th day, because like the day he rested, so it's like the Sabbath, so they're like super into that. First there's Adam, and he's like hanging out. Well, first of all, God's like, okay, all this stuff is cool, like I made all this stuff, but there's nobody who looks like me. So I'm gonna make someone in my own image and put him on the earth and be like, hey, that's cool, you're like kind of like God, but not as cool, you know what I mean? So he puts him down, and he's like, that's chill. Now, what am I gonna do? So Adam's like hanging out, he's like on the earth, he's looking at all these animals, all the fruits, all the vegetation, and he's like, that's sweet, except like I don't have anyone because I'm straight and I need someone, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like straight guys get all lonely and they like need people. Like, I mean, gay guys, well, I should not talk. Gay people are like just as lonely. They're kind of worse. So he does that whole like straight bro thing where he's like, hey man, like all these people are chill, but like I need to get busy, I need to get down, or else it's just like not gonna work for me. Because I can't be content within myself because I'm not really self-affirming. So God decides, okay, I'm gonna make you a helper. That's what they call it, a helper, because, you know, like women, helpers to men. I'm gonna take a rib from you, and I'm gonna go like, woman, boom, there you go. Ain't she thick? She's like, got good, she's good. Adam's like, ooh, woman, yes, please, like, I'm ready. I was ready, like, can you give her to me yesterday? Because that's when I was ready for her. Eve's sort of stupid. She's sort of like like a, you know, like a basic white girl. She's like, ooh, all this fruit's cool, but like what I really need is my pumpkin spice latte fix, which is the tree of knowledge of good and evil, because it's forbidden, and I like forbidden stuff because I'm dangerous. Like, I'm a dangerous bitch, you know what I mean? So she goes and she sees the tree, and she's like, hey, what's up, Snake? Okay, so Satan, this is like side note, Satan's like, ooh, basic white girl, I can totally use that. He goes and he's like, I'm gonna put on a snake skin, I'm gonna be all cool, I'm just gonna like pretend that I'm not Satan, you know? So he goes and he's like slithering along because he's a snake. Oh, by the way, snakes had wings. Side note, kind of weird, but snakes had wings back in the Garden of Eden. Snake goes up to the girl, he's like, yo, what's chill? I'm Lucifer. No, sorry, I'm a snake. Nice to meet you. Well, hello, Mr. Snake. I'ma totally trust you. I am Eve. And what I would really like to know is, like, how come I can't eat from this tree, you know? He's like, didn't God tell you you can eat from, like, any tree? Yeah, like, he said that, but also, like, Sasuke, I don't know, because I just feel like I really want to eat from this one. Well, you should do it, girl, because, you know, when you eat this fruit, I don't know why he has a lisp, I'm just thinking of a snake, like, you know, a little. When you eat from this fruit, your eyes are going to be open. You're going to see God. You're going to see what it's like to be God. You're going to be a God yourself. Doesn't that sound like the dopest shit you've ever heard? Okay, snake. I'm going to take it. The Bible also says that her husband was with her. Now, when everybody portrays the story, they're like, oh, she was by herself and then she like took it to him later. Actually, what the Bible says, if I remember correctly, is that they're there together. So he, like, Adam knows what's going on. He just chooses to ignore it, you know, like typical straight. Like, again, typical straight dude. He's just like, nothing's happening. I'm just like thinking about, ooh, look, a butterfly. Gay. She gives it to him and he's like, oh shit, like my life was a lie. Well, God's playing that whole thing where he's like, I'm gonna pretend like I don't know what's going on because I'm like a father and I want to teach him a lesson. You know how your parents do that to you all the time? So he comes and he's like, yo, people I created, my creations, did you betray me? Or like, what's going on? Why? And what happened was, they found out, like, when they ate the apple that they were naked because they didn't have anything. So they made these, I think they were called fig leaves. They sewed them together and made clothes for themselves because they're like, I don't want people seeing my bits. You know what I mean? I was like, who told you were naked? How'd you know? Because I never told you were naked. I don't think you even understood what the concept of naked was. You know? Like, this is way before the whole, like, send nudes epidemic. So I don't know what's going on. They're like, I don't know, we just knew, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Okay, because you totally didn't do what I asked you ever. You're cursed, woman, because everything's your fault because you're a woman. You are going to have terrible pain in childbirth. Adam, because you listened to her like a stupid, you are just going to have like hard labor your whole life. They are not down. They're like, this sucks. Okay, whatever. They go to the garden. God's like, you know, this is not good enough. Because I really need to overkill this shit. Like, I really have to look like it's hard af to get back into anything. So there's the tree, right? The tree of life. That's the other tree that gives them like eternal youth and foreverness. So he's like, okay, we need a flaming sword there and angels to guard it so like nobody can eat it from it ever again. Because like that wouldn't be cool, you know, if they did that. Then they'd live forever. And then Adam and Eve go and they like go on their merry way. And they're like, bye bitch, see you never again. Is this making sense? So basically then Adam and Eve go on in their merry way and then they're gonna have kids and that's the next story. So if you like this, let me know and I will make more. Okay? Bye.